He's JaqJaq.
And he's PaqPaq.
And we're here with an exciting preview of
How to Train a Dragon 2! I was waiting to see Toothless in theaters.
Toothless.
Yeah, the main dragon.
The who?
With hiccup.
The hip. You're gonna hiccup while you're toothless? He's gonna hiccup while he's toothless.
I'm gonna get hiccup and the dragon toothless?
That sounds like you're gobbling things up. I think you should be gobber.
Yeah, I'm doing hiccup with toothless. You're gobber.
I'm not gobber, I'm stoic. I'm fat enough.
No, you're fat enough for gobber.
No, I'm not fat enough to go for gobber.
Wait a minute, that means if you're stoic, then I have to be hiccup because I'm your son.
There we go. And I get the thunder.
I don't know if he has that in the movie, but in the show
he gave it up, right? He gave it up. Because we are aficionados. We have watched How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
we have watched Dragon Riders of Berk.
Yeah.
And we have watched Dragon Defenders of Berk. All of them.
Now we're seeing the second one.
The second one.
Which I saw by the trailer.
It's really not the second one because there was how many episodes of the Riders and how many Defenders and I don't know. But it's something like that. It's two. So there'll be two dragons in this movie.
Should we talk about the trailers, how they showed in the movie?
We can talk about anything that we know because this is pre-spoiler.
Okay.
This is all we have is what the trailers have had and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we don't know anything about the movie yet.
Okay. I know something about the movie. There's this giant dragon with Elsa's breath, with Elsa's powers where it breathes out ice instead of touching ice.
Ice, huh?
That's what it showed in the trailer.
Well,
and I think it was like, "What are you, a big pouty baby to Toothless?" And it was like,
well, I did notice that Hiccup looks older.
They all look older.
Well, yeah.
Even Goldberg has a dragon.
Because when we watched Riders and Defenders of Berk,
They were kids.
They were basically right after the end of the first one.
Yeah.
Following through, they were still their young teenager-ish. Now it looks like he's moved in a little bit more into manhood. And from the trailers,
we see his
mother.
Dun, dun, dun.
That ought to be a real interesting reunion, considering she's been gone for so long and could have come back. And while I know the trailers make it look like they're all like, "Oh, we're home, it's so great, we love you, it's so good," I think it's going to be more like, "Where the heck were you? What were you doing all this time? Where were you hiding?"
Well, because I wanted to defend the dragons, and I just wanted to get away.
I have no idea, but we'll find out because we're going to go watch the movie. Do you have anything else you want to say? Parting words for our wonderful audience. Everybody wants to say.
I got a nice poster.
Which he didn't bring out here.
Because it's on the wall.
It's
on the wall.
Sounds like an excuse.
We can put it behind us, you know.
Behind us? No. We have other things behind us.
Is it Toothless?
We don't even know what's behind us. Let's face it.
What?
We're experimenting with what's behind us. So we really don't know
what am I
what's
touching,
behind us. Yeah. I feel like we're on an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway? There's something going on back there. We don't know what, but we don't want any part of it.
This looks extremely weird.
All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and we're gonna by the power of the YouTube video, we're going to vanish and come back, having already seen the movie in the middle. And you guys will hardly know that we left.
It'll be like a second.
You're still here. You were supposed to go.
Okay.
Well, that's it for James. He's gone now.
Hey, look, I'm back. Well, the movie was great.
All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to cut and we're going to head out and go to the movie right now.
not. There's a whole other world of dragons out there. Unbelievable. What do you say? What should we name it? Itchy Armpit it is.
I bet you think you know a lot about dragons.
Should I know you?
No, but a mother never forgets. Every dragon has its secrets. I'll show them all to you.
Did you know about this?
That's your mother?
Now you know where I get my dramatic flair.
He likes you.
Something is coming. Something you've never faced before.
What's down there?
I alone control the dragons. Drago Bloodfist is a madman.
I'll buddy his fist with my face if he tries to take my dragon.
Dad, there's something you need to know.
Oh boy.
I know what you're gonna say.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. We're a team now. Now what do you want to do?
Drago's coming for our dragons. We have to stop him. Together. Don't worry, bud. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
You have the heart of a chief
That's my boy!
and the soul of a dragon.
Ah, you know that doesn't wash out.
Cut them down!
Dragon Riders coming through. Heads up! We can't fly these things.
They're babies. They don't listen to anyone.
Take him down, babe!
Come on, bud. Hold on. Distract the alpha.
Have a nice flight. Uh-oh.
Baby!
And we're back after having zipped out to the movie and zipped back, and we're coming to you in stunning 3D. That's right, because we can see everything now in 3D. We got the special glasses while at the theater. Yeah.
Awesome glasses, yeah.
Awesome glasses.
I
They say
know.
real 3D on the side, so I know we're getting some awesome 3D. So
I know.
make sure you put on your glasses because we're coming to you in 3D. 3D.
No, you're doing it wrong. It's 3D.
Yeah, that's right. It's supposed to take like a ball and throw it at the camera.
No, a
Yeah.
3D logo is thrown out the camera. Get it right.
Speaking of 3D, this movie is in 3D.
Or 2D.
Or
Mostly
2D. Or 2D. I don't know that it's necessary to watch it in 3D. I like watching things in 3D. I know some people don't. But I don't think you need to watch. This is not like Avatar where you really need to watch it in 3D. I think this movie can stand just fine without 3D.
No, I can't. You need the 3D.
Okay. So, now what we're going to try and do,
Random.
this is going to be our spoiler-free section of the review. We're going to do our
Spoiler
best.
free? Oh no! I wanted to spoil every part of it. It's like the
Spoiler-free.
entire movie to just sell you guys.
So, we're going to do our best, to not give away important plot points during our spoiler-free section.
Now, we did talk a little bit about the trailers. That's basically what this spoiler free is, what we saw from the
Right,
trailers.
anything from the trailers or television commercials,
TV show.
not necessarily websites and blogs that would be giving spoiler information, but anything that was aired publicly from the studio is fair game. So, for example, we do know that Hiccup meets his mother. And that was very interesting. In fact, I dare say the entire story is really centered around family, isn't it? Making it a very enjoyable movie, because I like movies centered around family.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
The evil little people do attack the big ice thingamajigger. Forgot what that place is called. Remember?
No, I don't know if that was. Are you giving away information?
Yeah, the commercials showed all these boats and the men like outside this
Are you
ice.
sure that was in a trailer?
Yes.
We're back. We're back. Apparently, there was stuff in the trailer that I didn't see.
Yeah. where like the boats were on, and then you had the little people attacking the ice island.
Little people. Little Putians.
Well, from the view up above, they look little.
They did. They looked like teeny little ants. Yes.
No, smaller than ants.
Just like
Smaller than ants.
Yeah,
Like
but they did look small. So in the trailer, there's something about the alpha guy.
Yeah, there's only one, according to the trailer. What?
Nothing. I didn't say a word.
The one was like.
Because you gotta be careful, James, to say, well, there was only this according to the trailer. You know, I mean, there was only one sword according to the trailer.
There was?
You know, it makes it look like there might be two swords, you know, and there might be laser sword, which there aren't. But, you know, you gotta be careful how you say things, James. We're on camera here. So, this story takes place 5 years after
Number one,
the
after
first
they
one.
become peace.
And probably 5 years after both television series, because both television series follow closely after the first one.
If you watch television series.
If you watch television series, which we do, that's so you realistically you can watch this movie without watching any of the others. But if you really want to be up to speed, you need to watch How to Train Your Dragon. Then DreamWorks Dragons, Riders of Berk.
Then
DreamWorks Dragons,
Defenders
of Berk. And that will prepare you for this particular movie.
Or if you just want to have no clue at all, just skip to the second.
Well, you should at least watch the first movie, but not required. Not required.
Yeah, they give you a little summary.
Yeah, he gives you a little summary at the beginning, so you really could just watch this movie as a standalone. But
like he did in the first movie.
Yeah, that's right. He gave a narration in the first movie too. And we could talk all about that one because if they haven't watched it by now, fair
Wasn't
game.
that movie like 5 years ago?
No,
6?
no, I don't
7,
think so. I think it was
8?
like 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's what we have smartphones and IMDb for. Hold on, I will tell you while you tell them what you thought of how everybody looked 5 years older.
Old. Facial hair. All the black one girl.
Old. That's funny.
No, not all of them. Only
Okay,
like
How
two.
to Train Your Dragon was 2010. How to Train Your Dragon is 2014, so 4 years apart.
You said 3.
I was close.
Oh no, everything's in 2D.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. James, you take those off. Our show stuff's being in 3D. Yeah, that can't
So I
happen.
go like this?
No, you just become flat. Instead of out here,
Like
you're all
the-
right here.
like the
not
Google
here,
commercials?
here, not here.
Like the
here.
Google commercials?
With me, without me. With me, without me.
I got his hand.
All right.
Cut it
So,
off.
anyway, I thought they did a nice job of showing everybody older. And they also showed a nice job, and you saw a little bit of this in both Riders of Berk and Defenders of Berk, seeing the dragon integration into the Berk community, which was
Yeah.
very interesting.
They actually really upgraded Berk.
And what that really tells me is, I want a dragon.
I want Toothless. I call Toothless.
Okay, he's got a broken wing, so I'll have one like Toothless, a Night Fury in perfect health, totally adorable, loving to me, totally loyal, exactly like
But
Toothless.
all the others are extinct. Toothless is the only one.
No. As far as we know, there is no other Night Furies. But
Haven't
be.
Hiccup traveled every corner of the earth?
no, Hiccup has not traveled every corner of the earth. The map that he has, that he's drawing, is very obvious. It's not every corner of the earth.
It isn't my mind, okay?
Well, you have a small earth, a teeny earth, teeny weeny earth.
No, that's your earth. My earth is like the size of Jupiter.
Wow, that's a big earth.
Of course, you also have like air down.
So anyway, getting back to the show, a couple of things we can talk about. Obviously, there's more dragons involved in Berk. They have a lot more of a community. They're like puppy dogs. They're like pets, and they're really like puppy dogs.
Actually,
Not like cats,
Never mind,
because
I
cats
was
ignore you. Puppy dogs want to lick you and jump on you and love you and hug you and call you theirs. And
you
that's
know this doesn't wash off.
Yeah, and that's actually in the trailer too. Yeah, when
Yeah, we're like Toothless, like.
Toothless licks them and stuff like. The animation is, of course, top notch. DreamWorks has been doing an amazing job with animation, and the voices are very well. Although I was actually surprised to hear Cate Blanchett's voice. I probably should have known that she's in the credits, but it just didn't sound like her to me. So, But everybody else returns. The one who does Gobber, the one who does Stoic, the one who did Hiccup. All of those voices are returning voices. So you have great continuity. They did a great job at keeping it together and making the show amazing and awesome.
I want Toothless and one of those like big dragons that they showed in the commercial, in the trailers. Should I say their name?
No.
Okay.
No. We'll save that for the spoiler section coming up after the spoiler-free section. Because we're going to post 2 videos. One spoiler-free, one's full of spoilers. Yeah. In fact, I'll probably put this on the spoiler one and then just have the spoiler section at the end. For all you people that like spoilers, like me. I'm with you.
I'm with you too. He's not the only one.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's go with pros and cons. Remember, spoiler-free section. What did you like about the movie? What's your highest highs and your lowest lows?
Can you give me a minute to think about this? We're gonna have a part of this in the spoiler section, right?
No, this section is the spoiler-free
No.
section.
Are we gonna have like this little part where like we talk about our ups and downs in the spoiler?
Yes.
Okay,
We're
so
going
I
to
can
have a
mention that
separate.
later.
When we get into our spoiler section, we're going to talk freely about the movie, everything that we liked and didn't like. This one is what can we talk about that we liked and didn't
I
like.
have something that I would
spoiler-free.
like to say in the spoiler section. Just say it.
Yeah, I got things I want to say in the spoiler section too, so make sure you stay tuned because it's going to be awesome.
But I got the most important one.
Maybe. In either case, in the spoiler-free section, which is where we are,
Are you
what is
sure?
your highs and what is your lows?
I hated how.
Go ahead.
No, I actually liked, because in the trailers and stuff, they're all grown up. I actually like how they were all grown up, and Hiccup actually finally got to meet his mother.
I would definitely say that my high point in the spoiler-free section is that Hiccup gets to meet his mother. And how that all interplays. You know, I mean, after having not seen his, not having any memory of his mother and
Since
everything.
a long time.
Yeah, and I thought that was really well done, and I really enjoyed it because I'm a big family guy, so I really like it when they incorporate family. Now, do you have a low point of the movie? Something that's spoiler free that you can tell them is a low point of the movie?
That was the hard part.
I have one.
Because that was basically all my low points are will be in the spoilers section.
Yeah.
Actually, I only have one low point.
I have spoiler section stuff too, but here's one thing. I know that they added in his mother and stuff, but in a lot of ways it kind of felt like the first one regurgitated, where during the television series they have really tackled different things and different issues and stuff. How are they going to defend? How are they going to train the dragons? How are they going to stuff? Yet still keeping it light and fun and family. In this case, in the first movie, you have the dragons are attacking, and then there's a giant dragon that they have to beat,
Which eats them.
Which eats them, and then the dragons come to birth.
Which, to be even.
Which now I can't talk too much about it, but as the trailers have shown, there's another giant dragon that
breathes ice.
Right, and they have to fight it again. So there was an element that it seemed like they were rehashing the same story. That said, I like both stories, and if I had to, and I'm going to ask your opinion on this, if I had to, both of them are high on my list, both of them are on my buy list, but I would say that 2 slightly out edges number 1 for being better than the first one. What would you say? Do you like the first one? I know you like them both, but which one, if you had to only pick one, would you say is your best?
I really would say the second one. Because as you... Actually, that'd probably be a spoiler. Never mind.
Exactly. We're never minding spoilers until the spoiler section. Stay tuned.
I actually liked the movie because I actually really liked how, like, in the first one, you had a big dragon fight.
Yeah.
In the second one, I like how that still carried it on, but instead of it breathing fire, it's actually breathing ice, so it actually could freeze the dragon.
I actually like
it up.
the look of the white big dragon.
With like
this
the
one.
big old tusks.
Yeah, it was really cool. The white big dragon with the tusks and all the like dots on it and stuff. I definitely would pick that one over the one from the first movie, although they may have been very similar. I don't remember exactly.
Wait, no. The first one was actually the mother, and then this one is the king.
Right. So anyway, yeah, I definitely would pick the second one's dragon better as a big dragon. Also, the other one didn't impress me as much. Plus, it got ripped to shreds really easy.
Fireball! Inside! Blow up! Woo!
That's
He's
right.
metal!
And of course, obviously, we still have the camaraderie between the Burkians or the Vikings and the dragons, which is really cool. So, our final thoughts are on this in the spoiler-free section is that we highly recommend 2 thumbs up.
Wait. Oh, I don't have another thumb. I was going to put
Well,
3
then in that
thumbs
case,
up.
we'll do 2 thumbs and 8 fingers up for How to Train Your Dragon 2. And in just a second, if you're watching the spoiler-free, it's going to stop now. But if you're not, we're now moving into the spoiler section. So, go be warned. From this point forward in this video, we will spoil the movie. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you want to stop watching this video now and watch the other one that says spoiler free, although you just watched all of the main components of that. Anyway, so now we're in the spoiler section.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I say the most saddest part of the entire movie?
Is that where you want to start, highs and lows? Go for it.
So my lowest part of the movie, it's a Hiccup's father dies.
Stoic dies after meeting Stoic's mom, Valka.
Wait, Stoic meets his mom?
Stoic meets his wife. And it's very touching how they, instead of being upset or mad or anything, he just wants to kind of pick right back up. He's very, for a big, husky chieftain, Viking with muscles.
I'm going to control my bird city!
Yeah, but for all that, he was very tender and everything was very interesting. Those scenes were very well done. And then he goes and has to jump and save Hiccup from
Toothless, who's being controlled by
the alpha dragon. Right. The bad alpha dragon.
Yes, there's
two! There are 2 alpha dragons. And the mythology in the first one, they set up that there can be a queen type dragon. In this one,
it's the king.
They set up that there's a king.
No, they even say it's the king.
They say it's the king of dragons, an alpha dragon, a dragon that can control the other dragons. So whoever controls the alpha controls the other dragons.
Which happen to be the evil people.
Right.
People.
And then Draco, the Blood Fist,
comes with a dragon army.
And comes with an evil alpha dragon to destroy the first alpha dragon, the white one that looks cool and is really tender and neat.
No, that's the one thing I was curious. Why is one white and one gray?
Well, just to distinguish between good and bad, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would definitely say Stoic passing away was my definite low point in the movie. Now, I don't mean it's a low point as in a bad thing. I mean it was a touching, moving, made me bawl in the theater.
Me too!
Especially seeing, we just recently lost my father, and this is the second movie that I've seen since my father passed that has had a father passing in it. So I think Hollywood's trying to talk to me.
What was the first one?
Godzilla.
Oh, now I remember.
Yeah, in Godzilla, the father dies. I bawled then, and then in this one, Stoic dies heroically. Stoic dies heroically, giving his life to save his son.
Which is now Chief.
Bawling. Yeah, and that's right. The whole thing is that the whole story is revolving, besides around family, about Hiccup becoming chief.
One thing that I made a joke to you, remember at the end? Well, Hiccup gets these little spiny things on his back, so it looks like Godzilla right there. Then he gets this
Hiccup?
No, Toothless, I mean.
Oh, you said Hiccup, yeah.
Which gets this kind of big old fire breath where his entire back glows blue, so it looks like it's the Godzilla. It's the dragon version of Godzilla.
And I would have to say that while that's exactly what it looked like, a dragon version of Godzilla with a blue light up back, and then he shoots blue and pulse blasts instead of a steady stream, but it definitely felt like Godzilla. But seeing I love Godzilla, that would definitely be my high point. With Toothless just standing up there at the end to the alpha dragon, who is like a billion times his size, his back all lit up, and he is just blasting.
He killed the mother. He killed the queen dragon.
Yeah, but he is still blasting away. That Night Fury, that's why I want a Night Fury. I don't want a thunderous nightmare. I don't want
You said you wanted it when we were watching the show, you.
yes, because I'll take one, but you know, what's the one that what's Stormcloud? The one that Astrid rides. What kind of dragon is that? I don't remember. I remember
Wikipedia!
what he calls is a gronkel.
Fish legs!
Fish legs is a gronkel.
And then you have Stonehead, which was the chief. Well, I don't know what it is.
He was riding one called Skull Crusher.
No, I think that's what he named it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of classic dragon that was. That was definitely different from what we have seen in the past.
And guess what? They make fun with the dragons. They have dragon racing.
Yep, they had dragon racing, and just the way that they played the dragons up. Like I said, they're really like loyal puppy dogs. Yeah, they're very happy to be around you. They, and stuff like that. It's just really neat. The animation again is top notch, definitely.
One thing that I also like how I mentioned in the beginning, where it's like, it was like, oh, would you now fussy me puppy food? Which is probably what a dog would have been if you been by another dog and your dog smells you. That's probably what it would be like. So I just thought that was funny.
It was actually kind of funny that he hung him over, that Toothless hung Hiccup over the cliff, and as soon as Hiccup realized, he's like, no, bud, don't.
Oh wait, what am I?
But it was really tough when Toothless turned on him because he was being controlled by the Alpha Dragon and was going to kill him with a blast, and that's what Stoic got in the way of.
Oh, one thing that also relates the dragon to the dog. One of the bad guys that turned to a good guy.
I'm not sure you're in the scene.
Threw his Hiccup's awesome sword and threw it. So after just dragon Stormfly went after it, gave it back. He threw it the other way. He gave it back and was like, "Argh!"
Yeah. Atrid. I think that was what his name was. The guy that's the dragon tracker and catcher and trapper who becomes part of the members of Burke. He was an interesting character, and yeah, he kept throwing Hiccup's little sword thing away, which was kind of cool. It was like a lightsaber, a fire sword. He hit the thing, and a sword retract came out, and then it had flames around it, which was pretty cool.
He was just like a little puppy dog.
Yeah, but he threw it, and then Stormcloud went and got it, brought it back, and he picked it up and threw it again. Stormcloud went and got it and brought it back. So, again, definitely a movie that we highly recommend. Now, on that note, there is quite a bit of violence, dragon violence. There's actually, as we've already mentioned, there's death involved. You have not only do you have the death of the alpha dragon and Stoic, but you have a lot of other people that wind up fighting it between the different parts of the fight when the dragons are fighting. People that were on the dragon traps when they get crushed by the alpha or get fire blasted, or the couple of times you saw the green smoke from the two belch and what do you call it?
Well, actually, that one was from Hiccup's thing. Remember, on the other side he has that thing.
Right, but the point is you saw that green smoke and then it gets ignited and you saw guys light up in fire. So there is an element of violence to the movie. That I don't think necessarily under 10 years old would probably be good to watch.
Good thing I'm 11!
Yeah, he's 11, so he's okay. I guess depending on your child, you may even think 13, but I would say 10 and under, you definitely as a parent want to double check it out first because there's violence involved. But it is animated violence, and it doesn't show any real blood and gore and things like that, so it's not something that you would really have to worry about.
I remember the end where it's like, come to Papa on Gobbert's dragon, and he was like, he just laid on him.
Yeah, Gobbert's a trip. But yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts you have on the movie? Besides, it's awesome. Hand down. People can't see you if you put your hand in your face. Go like this and go, hey, you see me?
Hey, see
Okay. So.
Well, the movie was awesome.
The movie was awesome.
I hated, basically, the movie was awesome except the Stoic dying.
Yeah, it's not that I hated it. It's just that it was really touching and moving, and I didn't expect it. I expected
he had a shield?
No, he was running so fast he had only had an axe on him at that point because he had just saved Valka. Valka, I think was her name. And he saw that the Alpha Dragon was being called to control Hiccup and go after control Toothless and go after Hiccup. So he dropped his sword and he ran through his sword to cut the ropes to drop the thing down so he could run across and get to where Hiccup was. Gets there just in the nick of time to kind of jump and takes the blast.
Oh, so he had nothing to reflect it back. I thought
No,
he
he
did.
had nothing on him to reflect it back. I really thought he was going to jump and get him out of the way just in time, or Toothless was going to come to his senses just in time, but that's not what happened. So I was shocked and
The thing that I
surprised.
also like is that like he controls all the dragons. Well, except the babies, they don't do anything.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, the babies, they don't pay attention to anybody. So the real question is, if they were going to ride those babies back to Burke, how was that going to happen? Because they're not listening to any commands.
It's
Fly
funny.
that way. No, I want to fly this way.
It's funny. They actually did that.
They did fly all the way back, so they did make it. But yeah, so I guess they listened to some commands.
And Toothless became an alpha.
That's right. Toothless became an alpha because Toothless is one really tough, bad, adorable, cute, lovable dragon.
But do you want to add more to that list?
That I want.
So it's like Chewy, but
Yeah.
bigger and
Yeah, and I guess that's the big thing with the looks, the little cute things that Toothless does. It just constantly reminds me
this
of our
one,
dog
he was
Chewy.
like so cute. Where it's like his mother, Hiccup's mother's dragon, was putting fish on the floor. But Hiccup's mother dragon ate it, spit it out, and Toothless ate it.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
I don't know. It was funny when he figured out that he had the things on his back. It was like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like,
Hiccup's mom touches something on his back, and all of a sudden the spikes come out of Toothless's back, which was kind of cool.
and then it was like,
And even Toothless was kind of like, hey, hey, look at that! I got stuff, man. This is cool.
he was like all rabbit out, like.
But as we said earlier, because this is the spoiler version, and we had the spoiler-free version earlier, we definitely recommend this with 2 thumbs up.
Wait, no.
Thumbs
2 thumbs and
and
8
8
fingers. Get it right.
So we give it a 10 out of 10, right? 10 out of 10.
No,
10 out of
it's
10.
a 20 out of 20.
No, we each do 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, right? That way if we...
Can I put this on Facebook?
Actually, we should put on Facebook that picture of you in front of that huge display.
Isn't it? Remember, we don't know what's all back here. So for all I know, I could be touching something gross.
You also got to be careful. Because while we're trying and experimenting with the green screen, if you do get too close to it, it'll create a shadow. For all we know, it's not working and all you're getting is green back there. So, but we'll see. If it's working, there'll be something cool back there.
Probably.
Like right here. And if it's not working, it'll just be green and I'll look like a dummy for saying something like that. So, I guess we're going to wrap this up.
Dummy.
We're going to wrap this up. We are so excited to bring you this review. As a matter of fact, here's a little sneak peek at what we might be reviewing next.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're certainly going to try. And of course, if you're watching this well after, then this should be a link.
There should be a link with like 2 flashing arrows, just
Yeah.
like this.
In the meantime, make sure you subscribe so that you can get by email every time we upload a new fantastic video.
Oh, and also like us on Facebook.
Do the tweeter.
Tweeter. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe.
And watch a lot of our other videos. We've reviewed a few other
Especially
things.
Godzilla.
We have gaming videos. We have all kinds of fun stuff.
Godzilla.
That's right. But until next time then, until our next review or Gamers Den segment or whatever we
Hey,
do.
can we roar like Godzilla?
You mean like this?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
really excellent Godzilla voices.
Yeah. You know what's
It's
going
like
to
our part Godzilla.
You know what's
Wait,
going to
are we?
happening? We're going to start working the roar into every video. But it's got to be legitimate. We can't just say we want it. We got to find a way to stick it in there.
That's what I thought. Like at the end, I was like, hey, can we do the roar?
Maybe. Anyway, it's late.
Remember,
You know what? We haven't had dinner yet. You know why we haven't had dinner yet? Because we love you guys that much. We are that dedicated that we skipped dinner, went to the movies, watched the movie. We didn't buy anything there.
No.
I didn't.
I pop popcorn.
See, he ate.
And a drink.
You know what that tells you? I love you more.
No!
Right. I know you
My
guys love
stomach
him.
was growling and
but
I
love
need to
him
eat
more.
every 2 hours. So.
Anyway, we skipped our dinner to bring this amazing video to you. So we're gonna go and we're gonna have dinner now, and we're
Wait. In watching this video, unless you're watching this like 3 years from now,
3 years from
season Falling Skies, season 4. Yes, it was 4. I double checked.
Starts-
Review will be coming soon.
next Sunday.
Oh, you should also put a link like
This
right
is Friday.
here.
Yeah, this is Friday the 13th and Sunday the 22nd. The first
Once you get
episode airs. And then we'll have to try and watch it within the first day or two and get a review out that week to you guys for it.
Actually,
Because we are definitely going to go back to reviewing Falling Skies, which is what we started the channel doing.
actually, if you're watching this from 3 years ago, there should be a link right here so you can just click it and start watching.
That's if I remember 3 years from now to put the link in here.
You would already put it in here.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Check back with me 3 years from now. Make sure you subscribe so you can get the videos all the way up until then, and we'll see how it goes. Right?
If you subscribe, they're gonna just email you.
All right.
Unless you're a 5-year-old kid.
In the
Which, why are you doing that?
meantime, we're gonna what?
What?
The credits are rolling behind us.
Really?
Yeah, I think somebody's trying to tell us the show's over. I think somebody's hungry, and we need to end the show. Oh, the credits are almost over.
Okay, bye.
Bye.